Yo! What up, gamers? I have a treat for you guys. I have an incredibly hard seed for Eden that just dropped. I have a bit of lore to talk about with this. I obviously cannot take that. This Eden starts with absolutely abysmal stats and Vanishing Twin and a terrible first floor boss fight. Now, I was looking into an older seed on Afterbirth Plus that Huts was talking about that apparently ruined one of Cobalt Streak's mega streak. However, for some reason, I couldn't get Afterbirth Plus to work. I could get Afterbirth working. I could get even Rebirth working. Repentance Plus, but for some reason, disabling all of my DLC. Can you stop spawning spiders? Oh my god. Disabling all of my DLC and getting specifically Afterbirth Plus to work just was not in the cards for me. I have no clue why. However, what did end up happening is while I was trying to look up that seed again from Huts that was talking about it, I saw a post very recently made talking about a new hard Eden seed. I clicked it and then it came up with this. This was apparently not discovered by the poster, but they saw a video of someone on Billy doing it, which was very interesting. We got a key here. I believe the boss is going to be below us. Oh my god. I don't know anything about the rest of the run other than the first floor is going to have Vanishing Twin terrible stats haunt fight, and obviously there's nothing I can do here. So we just basically have to 2-hit haunt, or in my case right now I have to 1-hit haunt. Though I do have a bit of lore, the craziest thing happened to me and not a single person is going to believe me. I wish I got this on recording. You're just going to have to believe me, dude. I was testing out this seed and I used Isaac as a basis. Hello haunt, here we go. We gotta grind this out. And I used Isaac to test it out, and I started with Vanishing Twin, and I thought like something was bugged with my game. No, dude. As it turns out, all it was that I picked up Eden's Blessing like a run ago, and I started with Vanishing Twin as Isaac on this seed, and I was flabbergasted. I cannot believe it. I truly wish I had that on recording. You have to believe me. I would not just make that up, dude. I swear to God. Okay, handled this room a lot better. We do have a mom's pad use, so that's good. At least, you know, for this specific seed. Unlike the Black Ragman healing seed, this is a lot easier to get attempts in, though I think the overall difficulty will be harder. I mean, just handling a double haunt with literally only 2 HP, I feel like it's going to be really tough here. Use the screen freeze to get more time to dodge. Cool. Well, that sucks. Yeah, oh wow, this is... Oh man. Anyway, now that I've set the stakes, I think it's important for me to clarify that I'm gonna go gamer mode and simply just grind these out. So just give me a moment. I think it might be better, whoa, if I take care of the duo. Jesus, criminy Christ. Duo haunts first. That way I don't spawn like 4 at a time, you know what I'm talking about? The moment you kill one, the duo comes for your ass. So I think I have to take care of the duo and then take care of the one and then the extra duo. I mean, dealing with Haunt by himself, low stats is already like a death sentence. Let's, you know, put another one in there for fun. Okay, this is like officially the furthest I've gotten, I'm pretty sure actually. This is not even counting the fact that I actually have to fight 2 literal bosses. Guys, when I say I'm getting better at this, should I... Oh my god, what do? I think if I kill this guy, I'm basically boned, because then I have to deal with 2 more haunts. I think it might be better to leave that guy alone, and then deal with this big haunt, and then handle one at a time. Yeah, because I can dodge these guys. Yeah. I think that might be better. I don't know, though. Maybe leave that one guy alone and just shoot upwards and kill the big haunt eventually. Yo, what up gamers? Thought I'd post commentate over my winning run here. I want to say that this is honestly, in my opinion, harder than the Ragman seed that I did. You know, it's entirely up to personal preference, but in my opinion it was harder. I had to start rewinding because I felt like genuinely it was so hard to get attempts in, and I would have genuinely like lost Eden tokens, and I mean, what's the point of that? You know, I'm doing the exact same seed over and over again. I actually had a couple close calls, like this one right here, and I actually ended this fight with half a heart, so you know, if I got tagged by this attempt would would have been over. I would not have actually won. I would say some notes are definitely the beginning of the fight is easily the hardest. I would say if you're gonna try and do this, my general tip is try and juggle 3 haunts at a time. It's very hard to do, but I found the most success doing that. You kind of have to like look for the one haunt that spawned at the beginning and try not to hit it, because you know, if you kill that haunt, 2 more are gonna spawn, then you're gonna have 4, and having 4 at a time, it's manageable, but sometimes it just feels absolutely impossible, I'm not gonna lie. When things get rough, you know, you can use your mom's pad, you get a little bit of tiny damage, but mainly you use it as a get off me tool because everyone will be feared. It's kind of a reset, and then when you do that, you can kind of corral everyone and make sure you don't shoot sometimes, because you will end up hitting yourself and being your own enemy if you just hold down the shoot key. Then when you go to the big haunts, it makes a lot more sense. You just shoot up, you try and keep them synced. I'll talk more about it during the run, and then, you know, of course at the end, this took like 2 days, 3 days to do, so at the end I kind of pop off here. Here we go, dude.
After we supers 236.
Oh my! Bloodshot Eye I'll take. There's a heart in here. I think I'm gonna be safe and go down to regular floors. I mean, Downpour Dross, you know, it could be powerful. Could be the answer to the run, but I'm gonna keep it safe here. I would just take a deep breath. Holy, I am a legend. 2 quick ones. I already know I'm there on the perfect line. 112. Look how this is literally the exact same room, by the way. This room is so much easier. We still do have Vanishing Twin. Like, that's for surely the case. And I'm not going curse rooms, and Envy's okay. Envy's not gonna get doubled here. But like, I feel like Han's probably the worst offender, no? And I have DPS now via Bloodshot Eye, with a little bit of defense too, no? I believe Bloodshot Eye used to not block shots. No, you know what? That might have been Mom's Razor. Either way, it's a nice orbital, and no matter what boss I get, I don't think it can be as bad as the Han. Like, give me a double Widow, I'll handle it. I'm also hoping probably like a single pickup. One of the reasons why I think the run was so hard, yeah, I basically only got keys. No money, no nothing. I couldn't do anything. If I get a single bomb, we could blow up the double boss that we will get, and that'll probably give me more HP or more damage, and then we snowball and steamroll from there. Because I will say, it's definitely the case of like incredibly hard Isaac runs. The hardest part is definitely the beginning. Typically, I mean, there's 100% runs where the entire run can be hard, but having to fight a double boss with these Eden stats and that low HP, like, that's something else, dude. To have the mom's pad available as well for a bit of DPS. Don't need it right now though. Have the keys necessary to check out this treasure room. But what do we have? Triple shot. Okay. Alright, nice. A soul heart as well, okay. From a random poop? Well, I know I'm not dying. Honestly, I'm so glad I went out my way to like just grind it out. It felt really, I don't know, like classic to me. I don't know how to describe it, dude. It was just such a rush. It felt like I was grinding Isaac all over again as like a noob. Or like when I'm grinding Super Meat Boy when I was younger. Or even like The End Is Nigh. And I'm doing these hard things for like the Edmund McMillan games. And I was just here doing it over and over again. I lost my deal chance, but that's okay. So when you like finally land it, it's like, whoa, dude. For anyone trying to grind it out, I will say there's a couple tips that I've come across while putting in the hours. You obviously have to use mom's pad, but I think your mom's pad placement matters. Let's not die. I think using it when you have 3 or 4 hunts on the screen is probably the best. However, I would try, if possible, to reduce the amount of time that there are 4 haunts. 3 is manageable, 100%. You can do 3. But, you know, you start talking more in terms of like 4 haunts, it gets a little bit hard. As well as you need to do the classic thing that I've always mentioned, high level Isaac room play. I'm so serious. You need to pick and choose when to shoot. You cannot just blindly automatically shoot, hold down the shoot key. You're gonna mess up. You have to pick and choose. Of course it's Ragman, by the way. I don't have a bomb. I could still probably die here. Let me lock in. That's also kind of why I decided to take a bunch of hearts in here, because I was a little bit afraid. But I think if I just take my time here, this is definitely just not going to be as hard as double haunt, especially considering my DPS change. What's happening here? Okay, there you go. Got a little bit crazy there, but yeah, we can just force this out. Again, get a couple boss items. Now we're gonna steamroll just like I said. Perfect. I'll even go to the curse room. I'm confident enough. Yeah, if you just keep mashing your shoot key, the haunt is gonna be like impossible to dodge. You have to sometimes genuinely accept that you cannot shoot just to reposition. That is how you have to handle that. And in my opinion, you want to probably get rid of all the little haunts before you even tackle double big haunt. I would not try and do one big haunt while trying to dodge two little ones, you know, get them off the screen IMO. Other small things I noticed while grinding that out, the double big haunt section is 100% way easier than handling the little haunts, but it is not brain dead. You cannot stop thinking. In fact, it's probably the scariest part of the run because it's the very end and you'll most likely have one hit left during that part, and if you mess it up, it's all over. You gotta do it all over again. It's basically one giant tedious big old grind where you just shoot upwards, pick and choose your shots, and try not to die. In that situation, you can actually, if you don't know, when you shoot up into haunt, the haunt slows down just a little bit. So if your two haunts are a little bit desynced, like they're not together, you can choose to shoot one of them to slow them down and kind of get them synced up together. That's what I decided to do. However, keep in mind that doing that is also kind of scary. And the reason being is because one haunt is going to overlap the other haunt, and what's going to end up happening is the haunt that's behind the front haunt, it's not gonna have a visual tell for what it's going to do, which is the scariest thing. Like, you can kind of make out what it wants to do. There's like a little bit, but you know, you don't have the biggest visual tell that you're supposed to, like if there's gonna be a Brimstone, let alone the 5 shot that he does, which basically has no visual tell, it's just reactions. But that's why I think it's better to have them synced up. That way you can just kind of stay away, far away. Oh my god, belly jelly and a tinted rock. Because in my opinion, it would probably be worse to have a haunt on the left side, and then the right side we don't have a dono machine because this is a seed, which really sucks. Reverse Emperor, I'll do this, honestly, I will. But after I fight the boss, because I want to protect deal chance. Because if they start crisscrossing and doing brimstones and like, you know, the 5 shots on the opposite end of each other, they basically cover the entire screen. Then I feel like it's going to be impossible to dodge, or very hard at least. When you have them synced up, it's, you know, a bit more manageable. Secret room? Just some sense. Oh, luck up, that was good. Though to be honest with you, I'm still a bit nervous about the amount of HP I have. I'm not even gonna lie. I should have probably bought the soul heart. You know what? I will. As we progress more and more, we'll be okay. Belly jelly is a fat pickup. I even have bombs right now, so double peep does not bother me. But yeah, this is not a free fight. Yeah, see, at any point, this could be absolutely Jover moment. Worst comes to worst, I definitely use a bomb here to handle this boss fight. Like, if I had my previous first floor stats handling this, I'd be like, well, damn, this really is ass to deal with, but not today. Whoa, careful. Still gotta dodge to my heart's content, though. Oh, Jesus, okay, cool. Now it's just normal speed. My goal was to not get hit twice, or I guess 3 times on this boss fight so I could land a devil deal. I think I'll just walk in there, especially considering PJs will heal me up. I just literally decided to not dodge peep there, if you were wondering. I just had the confidence that I would slip between the bullets for no reason, and you know what? I was correct. Toothpicks, thank you! I could take a 2-heart deal. I don't really want to. Yeah, I mean, again, HP is super important to me right now. What do you have in here after I defeat that imp? 2 soul hearts for the future, nice. Pills, probably terrible to take right now, because what if I get a tears down or an HP down? I could throw away the entire run, but that's not the case, we're alright. And you know, you could totally make the argument that if they're both synced up, hello, whoa, then you're gonna kill them one by one, and typically in Isaac it's better to kill one then focus on the other, you know, the less enemies on screen the better. But I truly do believe it's better to just have them synced up, accept the fact that they're gonna die around the same time, take it nice and slow. But even then, you know, like, this is terrifying. There were a couple times there where they were brimstoning and I was right up against the wall, 1 HP, and I thought, you know, it might be over, I just had to hope. Or, you know, when they're in the center of the screen and they're crisscrossing to the other side of the screen, it's scary, you know? Because what if the haunt in the back that I can't really see what they're doing is about to do the Brimstone, which is spectral. Luckily, I will say the reason I'm okay with it as well is because the 5 shot gets blocked a lot by the rock in the middle there. So basically when they're crossing over, the only thing you're looking for actually is Brimstone, because that will obviously be spectral past the rock. I actually forgot to do the reverse Emperor, I'm not gonna lie. Not like it matters when I do it. Either way, I'll be fighting a depths boss, and right now I think I have the HP and DPS to do it. I'll do it right after the treasure room though, because obviously that's just gonna make the fight easier. Ooh! I just blow this up. Cash money plus a tier detonator, which is better, to be fair, than the mobs pack by like a wide margin, so I'll take it. Treasure room, how we doing? Maggie's bow, okay. Reverse Emperor, I'm gonna fight 4 Sister Viz, is that correct? I better use a bomb. Luckily this is not afterbirth Sister Viz, so it's actually not too terrible to deal with, I think. Might as well take this Mr. Belly to make this fight easier. Noticing my tier rate is no longer ass cheekums, another soul heart and HP up. I think we're in the clear, guys. It's time to steamroll. Forsaken fight, double mode, or not? Oh, I did not know that at all. If you use your Vanishing Twin on Reverse Emperor, since you've used it, you don't get to have it for the first. Okay, cool. Well, I did spawn a deal, that's lucky, and I got Guppy's Tail, that's even more lucky. Now I'm thinking like we go a little bit more rig mode, start taking some things maybe I would not have otherwise, because the DPS is keeping up. I don't really think I care about the shop too much, but blowing up that keeper for extra money and extra deal chance was pretty useful to me. I think we just check the treasure room and the boss, and then we get out of Necropolis. Soon we'll be hitting the womb, and I do have the ability to spawn treasure rooms via this trinket, so we'll look for those, but also get the hell out of there once we do find those things. Truly, I don't have a lot of conjoined progress, but if I were to ever have a baby just to have, like treasure room style, probably Quince and Mongo are up there, so I'll take it. Also, 3 luck from that lucky penny is nice. Who do we have to fight? A bloat fight. I'm gonna try and do the thing here, oh never mind. There's a little trick you can do where you can make bloat just infinitely brimstone towards the sides, and you'll never ever have to get hit or deal with bloat. I forgot I have to deal with 2 bloats, so probably best not to engage in something like that. There you go, perfect. That was a really good bloat fight considering I was fighting 2 of them. More tears. I think I still need some, yeah I do. More luck, I could always use some, plus I have Guppy's Tail. 1 more floor to go before I feel like we're good. Unicorn Stump. Okay, this is pretty useless, I'm not gonna lie. We don't need this at all. Overall, yeah, I really don't need any of these. I'll buy a key though, I'm pretty low. This as well, nice more pickups. Maybe a good card? Strength? Yeah, that could save my life or speed up a boss fight. Which could lead to maybe me fighting Hush on the hardest seed ever. Eden style. I think I would really need to go fast and I don't really see it happening. I'll keep it in mind, but you also have to remember I'm looking for treasure rooms on Womb as well, so likelihood of that happening pretty low. Not impossible though. I'll place down a bomb here and try and take things very fast moving into the womb, because it is a possibility, and saying that I did that kind of makes me laugh inside of my brain, so I'm gonna try and do it. Though if you're looking at my boss killing damage, it's not really up to snuff IMO to be able to speedrun the next 2 floors within 2.5 minutes. Unless of course Brimstone drops right now, or 2 Guppy items I become Guppy, or no double deal at all. Did you expect that one? I also got that rare ass chance to spawn Delirium after beating Mom. If you don't know, after beating any final boss, Delirium has a chance to spawn. It's just that ever since the recent patch, it's guaranteed via Blue Baby, Lamb, and Mega Satan. I believe, off the top of my head, the chance to spawn a Delirium portal after Mom is like 5%. So yeah, that's not very common at all. Ooh, do I take this with me? I mean, Reverse Stars probably has more value if I find some kind of reroll. A strength card, I don't think I need too much, and obviously Mr. Boom ain't it. We do have a guaranteed deal here. I'm gonna fight 4 loci. Or actually, whoa, that's weird. They must spawn as one entity, because only 1 loci spawned by a Vanishing Twin. That's actually a really good drop then for a boss fight. Never knew that. Vanishing Twins showing me a lot of things that I did not understand before. Box, hello. Soul of Magdalene, not unfortunately a Soul of Isaac, which would have been so massive. However, our Devil Deal has 3 red chests that I don't care about. Epic. Most definitely the final treasure room of this entire run, and it's Betrayal. Unfortunately not Betrayal's stronger, cooler older cousin, Backstabber, but ever since it's buffs, you know, it's halfway decent. I think my general plan is to hold off on reverse stars all the way up until the chest, and if I can't find any reroll potential there, I'll just pop it in the secret room and see what it can do for me. Also, try not to die. Very important part of our 5-step how to win Binding of Isaac program here. Could spawn a deal. It's a low chance, but it's possible. I feel like my deals have been mid today. They have been. Let's just go down. And by chest, I meant dark room. My bad. Definitely doing bomb trick here, by the way. 3 and 4. Any extra DPS we can land, deal with this boss fight so that we can minimize the amount of hits taken, will be worth it. Nice. I'm gonna save my last bomb though. I still need to find the secret room. I might just end up like reverse starsing the base area of the dark room if I can't find the secret room. It might be best to look for it on this floor actually. Let me just handle the Satan fight first before I come to a more defined decision. Luckily, Belly Jelly has absolutely been saving our ass here. But even then, I've had to definitely lock in. Ooh, because I cannot just get carried by my damage on this run. That's absolutely not true. And I only thanks Belly Jelly. I only actually have 3 red hearts in reality. Here we go, the final stretch. You could give me something game winning, or you could give me nothing at all. In which case, I'm gonna have to work for it, which I appreciate. Honestly, I'll take it. Though it's definitely a lot scarier. I am 100% down to try and beat the lamb and end the run off there. Feel like I earned it. Hourglass, arguably, unironically, I would say could be comparable to Tier Detonator in terms of value. However, I am really enjoying the amount of DPS this thing is giving me, so I'm gonna hold off. I will, however, be landing a lot of different chests on this floor, which is definitely the thing I'm looking forward to. Yeah, like so. D8, I don't hate that. That's not bad. I mean, the speed is great. I'd probably want to, you know, D8 again, but at least now I can actually dodge. Spike chest, no thank you. Cool. Punching bag is defensively incredible. Shard of glass, less incredible, but I'm gonna take it. I believe in this item, I'll admit it. What I don't believe in is dealing with 2, oh my god, unironically black scythe death dudes with not a lot of DPS. Now you're giving me a little bit of a scare, not gonna lie. Holy moly, there's so many sides. Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate that soul heart for dropping. Oh my god, chocolate milk, I'm saved. Check this out. Yes. It's a good thing I kept Tier Detonator. This is gonna burn the hell out of my fingers, but what needs to be done needs to be done. Now my DPS is actually workable, and Flatstone's gonna help as well. There you go. Purposely taking damage so that I can spawn Gimpy for the lamb. 100% on purpose, guys. Back, foul beast. Back, I say! Well, I found the lamb. Is it time to go? 5 hearts and a dream? I guess you know what? I have hearts left over, so I should try and spawn more chests. Also, I could open that spike chest with red heart damage and then just heal it back up. Then take the soul hearts. That would be better. Our final free item for the day, I believe. Check this out. Oh crap, transformation. And number 2, you know what? Number 2 would make it so I could find my secret room if I don't immediately find it like right now. I did, never mind. Boom! Huh. I'll take him to take him. I will open you up, and I was kind of hoping for exactly the situation where for some reason I also got the ability to spawn an extra soul heart. Thanks, Gimpy. We grab 2 more soul hearts, and then we end off with a lamb fight. Trying our best not to explode. I think we got it. At the same time, there's totally a situation and a timeline where I fail here, so let's not bum around too much. I don't really have much defense other than slipped rib, and that sucked. So I'm gonna have to play around that. I'm also gonna be burning HP over time because now, unironically, Shard of Glass is in play. So the moment that they split, I have to tap so fast, and it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna suck, but it has to be done. Thanks for healing me. Gimpy's broken. GG. I am saved. Punching bag, completely negating the entire point of that move. This is probably one of Lamb's easier moves to dodge, especially when punching bag does whatever the hell that is. Thanks for that. It phases through you like okay, just does it twice for some reason, like an epic gamer. Lamb almost done. Nice, and then the body is super easy. Usually I kill the body first. Not today though, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I am so exhilarated to say that I beat this run. And before I take damage, GG! What do you mean?